Next of Kin on ITV. Do you want to guide us through that?
Yes. This was, I mean, really, this week we got a big drama pretty much from the three main channels, BBC, ITV and Channel 4, and this was the ITV one. It stars, and I have to get this, make sure, is it Archie Pajabi?
No, Archie Pajabi.
Archie. I always think it's wrong because Archie's a boy's name, but it's not really. She previously has been in the Good Wife.
Yes.
And has never really done much. There was one series she did over here, but not much British stuff prior to that.
She was in, oddly, in Shetland. A couple of
that was
episodes
it.
of Shetland.
Yeah, she was in a couple of episodes of Shetland,
and she was also. I was going to say, and she was also a sort of a breakthrough role for her. Was in East is East, which is sort of interesting, sort of comparison to Next of Kin, in a roundabout way. Yes, similar link. And of course, the other lead is Jack Davenport, who plays her husband. Now, but the basic story is that Archie is a Pakistani immigrant who came to the UK, is now a UK citizen, married Jack Davenport. I mean, you say that she came to the UK when she was about 2. That's right. Yes. So yeah. She's a UK citizen. She's not really identified as Pakistani. You know, she wasn't. She was born and raised in England. But the interesting thing is, I don't know whether you saw the preview of the next episode. They certainly highlight the fact that she is able to go to Pakistan more than some of the other. They've got an older brother who is in Pakistan, and he's a doctor. The very opening scenes that you see is that he is he manages to save a small child's life even after they've shut the hospital. He organises an emergency appendix. But unfortunately, what happens to him is that in his way to the airport, when he's supposed to come back to the UK to reunite with his family, all of which are here in this country, we think, is that he gets kidnapped by an ISIS-type organisation. I don't think they actually ever really say who they are. I'm not sure. They do give them a name, but it's it's probably I don't know if it is a fictional name, but it is. They do give the group a name. I can't remember it off the top of my head. And he's been kidnapped in Lahore, and we're not really sure what's going on in this country. Archie Pajabi's family are getting together. You've got a sort of like an older grandma. It's his welcome home thing, isn't it? His return. You've got a younger brother who's got a daughter, and you've got a younger sister who's living with another woman, which they hide from their elderly mother. Well, she's not elderly, older mother, I think would be the phrase. So they keep references to her friend she lives with. Yeah. And there's also members of the brother's family, so his wife, and they have a daughter, and they have a son that is away at university. It's his son from an earlier relationship. Oh, is it not their son? Yes. It's his son, not their son. It's his son from a relationship, and the mum passed away, I believe. I think they did explain that. And that's kind of the basic premise of the show, in the sense that what happens in the first episode is that he gets kidnapped. Then we get a scene where... What you didn't mention, that on the way back from... She works as a GP, and on the way back, on her journey back to the party, London is basically gridlocked, and there is a terrorist incident. And there's like a billowing smoke cloud, and everything shuts down. Like the taxi comes to a standstill, all traffic shuts down, so she has to walk back to their flat, or it's her mum's flat, I think. And I think that really is just to show you the kind of like the backdrop of London and the terrorists, and I think that, they. A bit of humour early on as well, where the mum gets stuck in the lift and calls the brother. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, she calls the brother in Lahore rather than the daughter in the son in Lahore rather than the daughter around the corner. Yeah, but that made my colleagues in the office laugh when I was telling that story. Basically, the idea is that the son of the doctor, who does get killed in a quite brutal way, video that is then sort of put on social media. So. Yeah. Archie Pajabi goes to find her nephew, who she last believed to be at university, Danny. It turns out that his roommates believed he had dropped out because he got a leg injury and dropped out. He was a runner, wasn't he? He was a runner, yeah. And he'd gone to Spain. Well, it turns out that the mother, the grandmother, let's call her, the grandmother, she had a phone number, which she seems to have obviously had for some time. And it turns out that he's not in Spain. He's in Lahore. He knows that his father's been killed. We don't know whether he is... Well, let's say we don't know what side he's on. Obviously, he's been affected by his father's death, but is he fanatical?
That's the kind of teaser, isn't it?
Well, that was the thing, because throughout even before the terrorist incident and the kidnap, they were lucky that she was ringing him up, wasn't she, saying, "Where are you? Everyone else is here." And that now, for me, I sort of guessed, he's involved in this. He's at least involved in the terrorist incident that shut down London. For me, Next of Kin felt like we were always in front of what the characters were learning.
Yeah.
I felt like I knew more than the characters at all times, and that frustrated me a little bit, because I was like, well, he's clearly this, they're clearly, he's clearly been kidnapped, they've got to find out about that, and then the son, Danny, is obviously involved in whatever's going on in London, and oh no, of course he isn't in Spain, and we had to wait to follow Mona as the Archie Pajabi character around, like going to the uni and then like saying to her younger siblings, "Oh, you talked to him, hadn't you?" "No, I never saw him." "Oh, you talked." So we had to like hang around. And
you're right. I would agree that, as you say, it's as if we were tipped off, because obviously we saw a little bit of what happened, and that she was even the assassination. We kind of felt that was coming, even because they highlighted it before.
Well,
before it happened.
To be fair, Gary, I would say that was the only thing that shocked me slightly, that I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't 100% know that was going to come. Maybe I thought, but mainly because Navin Chowdhury, the actor, is a known actor.
Right. So you didn't think he'd necessarily get killed off in that first episode.
But then they did kill Philip Glenister off in the first episode of that. What was it? The Level.
That's true. I would say that if this hadn't been on against other good stuff, this might be one I might want to watch. And I'm still not sure. My only concern is that this isn't going to get priority for me over some of the other stuff that we've watched. It's not as good as Kerry. It's not as good as other things we're going to talk about in a moment. But it's not bad.
No,
the acting
I
was
would
solid,
say,
I think the writing was certainly less clunky than certain other ITV dramas.
Definitely. What I would say is because of its interesting themes, and because Archie Pajabi is I thought she was very good. I'm willing to give it another go, I think.